we are here on Main Street in Tishomingo, Mississippi.
That's right.
And what's behind us, Blake?
Behind us is Main Street Cycle. This is our Tishomingo location, and we're right in the middle of a facelift on the whole building here, and we'll take you for a tour. Now, real quick, we are about to be moving. Well, it's about a year, 2 years out, but we're about to be moving about 12 miles down the road where we'll be at Iuka, Mississippi, on 100 acres. We'll talk about that in a future video, but for now, we want to give you a tour of the Tishomingo location.
So this is the current facility, and just to put that out there, when you are moving, that doesn't mean this place is leaving, right?
No, this place, I mean, obviously with us doing all this remodeling, there's always going to be something going on right here in Tishomingo. So we're excited about that and excited about the facelift that we're doing here on our Tishomingo location.
So Blake here's going to take us for a little bit of a tour, show you guys what MSC is all about. He's also going to give us a little bit of information on how things started, where things are, and where he sees things going into the future. So let's dive into this tour.
Yeah, let's go.
And then what else is going on today, Blake?
Well, we're actually in the beginning phases of our CF Moto Takeover event, and that's going to be going on all weekend, and we have people coming in from all over the country. As a matter of fact, Julian coming from out of the country, right? And it's just exciting to see everybody pulling in. We're going to have a great day.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, we got CF Moto Takeover, which the main event is tomorrow on Saturday. But today, once we're done, there's gonna be a barbecue here, right?
Yes.
There's gonna be some food for everybody, kind of an open meet and greet, a tour of the shop, kind of just behind the scenes, people come in, and MSC is known for their customer service and their open support, both before, during, and after sale. So today we're gonna show you why they are as good as why they are who they are.
That's right.
So
so right here, at the moment, yeah, this is totally going to be way different when we get through. This will be our main entrance, which right now our main entrance is down near our main showroom. But we will be doing all new windows all the way down. Everything's going to be brought out level, and everything will be brick except for our main entrance. It'll be pretty stone. That Joel and his cousin is actually fixing up and picking out and designing this, so it's pretty neat.
Before we move on though, I want you to tell me something here. Blake was telling me something real interesting. If we come over here and we look at these two sections of brick, the white here and the white there, this little window, tell me what this used to be.
This is where Main Street Cycle started, right here about 24 years ago, was right here in this little building. And
it almost looks like a barber shop or something.
Yeah, it's crazy. Just how things have progressed, and because Steve started with nothing, you know, he started from scratch, and this was his storefront, and they first started out working primarily on Harleys and other motorcycles.
Main Street Cycle name.
Main Street Cycle, and that's how it began right here. Very humble beginnings, and as the Lord blessed the business, they expanded that way, and we'll talk about that once we get inside. And then they went this way until they got the whole block. So, and then of course we'll talk about things behind this
the
whole
shop
section
facility,
of
the storage facility, all that.
So we're working with about 40,000 square feet here, but with it all being individual buildings over the years, the way it's laid out, that 40,000 square feet is absorbed by a lot of walls. And so we don't have that open space that we need to really maximize what we're working with in here.
And let me tell you, as someone, it's my first time here on site. It's like a maze in there right now. But it's a cool maze because you're surrounded by all sorts of goodies, from wheels and tires and audio and lighting, everything you could dream of for basically any machine. Now you guys have built a name in the last few years, mostly around CF Moto.
That's right.
But there's a lot more to the business than CF Moto.
Absolutely, absolutely. So for years and years back in the shop, the mechanics and all, we were known all around this not just this county, but this region, to bring your Honda, Polaris, Can-Am, and people bought tires and wheels from here. They were constantly mounting those up, doing service work, you know, your basic things for all kinds of other manufacturers. And but here, you're right, in the last few years we've really hammered down and focused on CF Moto and the brands that we carry in-house. So we also have Segway, KO, we brought in Hyson for some kid units. But when we get to Iuka, there's some more expansion that's going to happen.
Well, let's not give them everything all at once.
We will give them everything.
Why don't you take us inside?
Let's go.
And let's just treat this as a tour then. I'm going to follow along. You're going to give me that whole guided historical tour experience.
All right. Well, what's really neat is now we've moved everything. It's going to change here in the next little bit, but for now, our main entrance is down on this end because this is where our main showroom's at. So we'll go up here, and again, all these windows will be coming out. Everything will be re-bricked. And it's just going to be something nice.
I mean, with that being said, Blake's making it sound like this place is a little rough around the edges. To me, I don't know, it has personality.
Yeah.
I just told him, it's like, you know, you hear a small town America, and I mean, when you look down the street here, that's what you get. This is really cool. And I mean, you guys employ a lot of people in this community.
Yeah, we've got we have 20 employees here. Which is big for this small area. The population is somewhere around 350 people in Tishomingo, so this is a small town. But as you can hear,
you employ 10% of them.
Yeah. As you can hear in the background, this highway that we're on is constantly busy. I mean, we have semis coming through, truckers. It's a really busy highway because there's no bypass. So this is where a town that everybody has to come through to get to other bigger towns. So we're in a very high traffic area, but when we move 12 miles down the road, we're going to be on the corner of this highway and Highway 72, which is a massive 4-lane that connects Memphis to Florence, Alabama. People have to go there to get to the mountains. We're gonna more than triple our exposure just by moving 12 miles down the road.
Now let me tell you, I've seen the new facility and the new property, and it's awesome. And if you want a little teaser of that, head on over to Blake's channel, and he recently uploaded a video where he kind of shows it off and talks about some of their future plans. But for now, let's get in here.
Yeah, let's go. So this is our main showroom, and we're again still in remodeling phase. But here we've got some of our CF Moto ATVs that we've put all kinds of different accessories so that customers can see, you know, how you can fix these up and different options that they have. So we're excited about that. We plan to do that on the side-by-side lineup and just building show customers, hey, you can fix it up just like this, you know. So pretty neat there. But we have our sales team, our finance team here. They'll be working with customers and all.
Hi guys.
We just expanded this section out that wasn't there, this room back in the end. So we don't know how we're going to rearrange and move stuff around, but that's going to be a nice addition on that end. But as you can see, we did knock out all the walls here and opened it up so that it is a straight shot to the parts counter and service desk.
Right, once you walk in here, it's easy to get around.
Yeah, it makes a little more sense, but pretty cool area back there. And then we have our CF Moto side-by-sides on this end. And we try to
Let's
get
take a quick walk through here.
Yeah, sure.
Get some eye candy on there.
That's right. So we've got our utility machines. We have a couple that are fixed up, but again, we plan to get our fixed up units up in the front room here pretty soon. We have our sport side-by-sides. We try to keep a trail model, which is 50 inches wide, a sport model, which is 60, and then our HOEX, which is the 64-inch wide model.
And these are the two machines you've seen Blake and I driving the most.
Yes.
In the 4-seat configuration for the sport, and we've both got Z-Force 950 HOEX models.
Oh yeah.
Which at current state is CF Moto's powerhouse in the sport department.
Yeah, at the moment that's their flagship.
And I know just kind of historically people have had these opinions that, you know, the aftermarket isn't there for the CF Moto stuff. And I just want to let you guys know, if you're watching, you probably do already know this, it's there.
Yeah.
It's arrived and it's booming now.
That's right.
And sales are through the roof on CF Moto. CF Moto is the fastest growing brand as far as market share in the power sports segment in North America right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were similar globally. Based on a lot of key factors, the fit and finish that they've improved, the quality of these machines, their performance has really improved, the aftermarket has improved, the warranty has improved, the service has improved. All this stuff is growing. They've really learned their lessons over the years. And I was skeptical too. I've said this many times in the videos, and I'm a believer now. I've got 2 CF Moto units now, and I think they're excellent, especially when you factor in price point.
Oh my gosh, yeah. The price is just great, and I love that because it's letting so many people that's been watching your videos, watching different people's videos, and wishing, man, I'd love to get my family involved in this sport.
It's your ticket.
Yeah. This is where you can do it, and you're not sacrificing quality.
No, not anymore these days. No. They've really gone a long way, and
I know a few things moving forward in some of their newer generations. These guys, they're not slowing down. It's going to keep going. When you see their new Gen 3 ATVs, they've really scaled it up again.
Absolutely.
And it's the same thing, is the same thing is happening with these side-by-sides. So, really cool machines. Like we got a 4-seater here. That's like the one you'll see in a bunch of the videos of Blake and I drive. This is your exact unit pretty much. Same colors and everything. And the styling has really improved on these.
That's right. They're great. Over here on this end, we have the ATV lineup. And of course, like Julian was just talking about, we're about to have the Gen 3 C-Force 800 and 1000. They actually should be arriving any day now. They said early spring, and we're definitely in the spring. Yes. Yeah. Very excited about the Gen 3.
They look so good.
Yes. But still, I mean, across the lineup, you've got the 400, 500, great price point units that are so fun to drive. So
who we got creeping over here? I know this guy.
Oh yeah.
Don't be shy.
I'm not shy. Having to work.
Yeah, well, I mean, these things, I mean, somebody's got to sell them, right?
Somebody's got to.
If you guys have questions and you come into Main Street Cycle, this is one of the guys you're going to want to talk to. What's your name?
My name's Austin.
And Austin is one of their sales guys here, right?
Yes, sir.
Cool, man. How long have you been working on MSC?
About 9.5 months.
9.5 months? Cool.
Yep. Yeah, so we've been having to expand out, and we've been blessed to get some awesome employees here recently, and
you guys will probably recognize Austin from our Tennessee video series. He was out riding with us.
That's right.
And we were out having some fun. That's another cool thing I like touching on when we talk about this stuff. You guys are enthusiasts.
Oh yeah,
it's not just a business.
Yeah, every single person you see here today in an MSC uniform is they love riding, and they really enjoy it. And it's just so awesome to work with people that's not just here as a job, but it's, I mean, yes, it's a job.
Yeah.
You're working to provide for your family, but at the same time, when we punch the clock at the end of the day, we're excited about going and riding. So
yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with running a business and doing a job, but there's also nothing wrong with enjoying that job.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a blessing not a lot of people have, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And I mean, I can say the same thing because I'm working right now. Never thought this moment would come. And I mean, think about yourself too. Like, did you picture yourself here a few years ago? No. So
it's a blessing. I'm
excited. We're really pumped about this.
We're both really passionate about this stuff. And wait a second. What is this stuff? Are these Hondas? Ducatis?
No.
Yamahas?
No, these are CF Moto motorcycles. And they have been blowing our minds with what they're releasing every year. It's just like in the off-road segment, when they hit the ground with the CF Moto motorcycles, they did their homework, and they're not playing around. You'll also notice as you look at some of them, such as this 450 right here, 450 NK, you'll notice some KTM significance, and that's because KTM and CF Moto have partnered up in the off-road area, and you'll see a lot of styling and performance.
You really do. When you look at this machine right here, and I've told Blake in the past, the analogy I like to use, and this refers to their new Gen 3 ATVs as well, is I like to say, like, if you took, 3 of these machines, you took one of these CF Motos, you took a Honda, or I mean, let's say the bigger brands, let's say a Can-Am and a Polaris. Those are the really popular brands. And you took them to a shopping center, a mall somewhere, a Walmart, a Costco, and you stuck them somewhere in the middle of an aisle, and you debadged them. I think your average Joe would have a real hard time telling you which is which. And to me, I think that's a real big statement, right? Because if you can leave that brand bias behind and just focus on the facts, then man, look at these. Look at the ATVs, look at the bikes, look at the side-by-sides. And it's not just they look good, these machines are performing well. Didn't CF Moto recently take a podium position in one of the superbike races?
Yes, absolutely. The CF Moto racing team in the motorcycle and the MotoGP, they are dominating right now with the super sports. So It's really awesome.
You can't argue that.
You can't.
Those are
they're
results.
Yeah, those are results, and you can go verify that. Like they're performing on the big stage, and they're winning with a CF Moto motorcycle. So this is right now currently the top seller in the United States for CF Moto in the motorcycle segment is their 450 SS and their 300 SS.
And they are good looking bikes.
Yes.
Have you ridden one of these yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love the 450. And for a big guy, it handles me very well, and the ergonomics are great. So these are the white ones here. Now this here is their, I guess as far as performance goes, this is the flagship. This is the 800 NK, and this was just got awarded for CF Moto. They just got a great honor in this design and all, so that's pretty cool.
It's a good looking bike.
Yeah. 100 horsepower right here.
100 horsepower.
Yes.
Just out of curiosity, people are wondering this. I mean, everyone's always wondering, what's something like this price point wise?
Oh man, that's what's so great. You're looking at under 10 grand for this 800.
So you hop on this machine and you drive it out of this dealership at under 10K.
Under 10K. Yeah.
With warranty.
Yes, with warranty. So you're going to get that for sure 1 year. I'd have to verify.
We don't have to go into those details.
Maybe more than that.
You can find all that on the website.
Yes, that's right. And then for this one to be, you're around 6K on this one. So
that's a lot of machine for 6K.
Yeah.
Because when you think about what 6K gets you in certain areas now, it's not that much.
That's right.
It's sad, but it's true.
Yeah. And then here's the 800 Ibex. This is the adventure bike.
Adventure bike, yeah.
This is their flagship to go on-road, off-road. And there's some more things coming. And I think I can actually talk about it because it's already public news, but they're coming out with the Ibex 450. It's going to be a much lighter setup for those guys who are really going off-road a good bit. And
right, because this thing is probably geared a little more road with off-road capability.
That's
the other one's going to be a little more off-road with on-road capability.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really cool to see. So a lot of things coming in the future for CF Moto in the motorcycle department.
Well, is this the kids stuff, man?
This is the
Is
kids
this how you
stuff.
Build your future customer base?
That's right. So we've got a mixture here of KOs and SSRs. This is a good entry level for those families that want to get their kids in the power sports world. We've got, all the way up to adult motorcycles down here.
Oh, cool.
And then, of course, we've got go-karts as well.
Cool.
We have different sizes all the way down to
also
just
great
the
starter
level.
machines to teach your kids the ropes of how to drive.
And they're real safe, to let them get out there and start driving in the yard. So these are really good sellers. And then youth ATVs, of course, the C-Force 110.
These are great little machines. Really, really they are. Because you know what the reality
Fuel
is?
injected.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about flooding it. You don't have to worry about your kids cranking it too much and then having to wait 10 minutes for it to start.
Yeah.
And the other benefit too is price point. Fit and finish is nice, but remember guys, the reality is your kids are going to get on this, and if they love this thing, they're going to outgrow it real quick.
Yeah.
That's just the reality of it. You got a year, maybe two. If you got extra kids, it's a hand-me-down.
Yes.
But that's what makes these really cool,
Yep.
that you can actually get into them at an affordable price point.
That's right. We also sell lawnmowers. We sell Exmark, which is we're really proud to be a dealer for Exmark because they're like some of the best in the business. So.
Well, you gotta cut those. You gotta trim those trails.
That's right. We've got residential all the way to commercial.
Plus, you don't want to spend more time than you need mowing at home because you want to go out and ride.
That's right. So as you've noticed, we've kind of went through this hallway, and there's these
dividers.
cutouts,
Yep.
And these are individual buildings.
Is
and you
this
can
the
see
original one we're in here?
No, we'll get to it in a second.
Okay.
But yeah, over time.
These ain't CF Motos.
Yeah, that's right. We have a good selection of used machines as well because people are coming in trading in their Hondas, Polarises, and
so you guys do
all
take
that.
trade-ins.
Yes.
And then you resell these units.
We go through them, make sure that they're good to go. We service them. If there's any issues, we go ahead and fix them, and then we put them on the floor. And
like
anybody
you
that's
mentioned
looking,
earlier, these machines were something that MSC built their heritage on in a way, because CF Moto wasn't even a thing back then. You have to remember, right? So it's not like you guys aren't experienced in servicing all these other makes and models.
Yeah. This is where we, that was our bread and butter for years and years.
Now I'm also seeing you got some gear, you got Gatorators, you got helmets, you got a whole wall of helmets here.
Oh yeah.
You got some riding gear.
Yes.
Some more used units.
That's right. Yeah, we can come on around too, because this is where it really becomes a maze. This that we're about to come into is our wheel.
Showroom, nice.
Yes, so we've got your Honda and CF Moto bolt pattern, and then Can-Am and Polaris. So we still are trying to take care of everybody in-house. Now, real quick, I want to insert at teammscparts.com, we have a massive selection, like way more than we carry in store. So you can get that ordered, tire and wheel combos,
accessories, OEM components, all that stuff,
everything
for any make and model.
Yes.
And that's a thing that we're trying to push now too, is that we're working on educating all you guys and the viewers that when you hear the MSC name, it's not CF Moto or Segway.
Right.
TeamMSCparts.com can get you any part you need for any make and model out there. Everything you guys sell, and everything else. So Kawasaki, Polaris, Honda, Can-Am, Yamaha, anything out there, you guys can get that. And now if something's not on there, they can always pick up the phone and call you.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right. And we also, one big thing that we have that a lot of places don't is a text system. And that's not you texting an automated like machine or AI. That's you texting an individual that
sitting
works
in the office.
Yes.
Yeah.
And our guys cannot leave at the end of the day until that it's called Podium, until that text system is called up. So if you don't get us on the phone, text us, and somebody's going to get to you and take care of it.
It's not AI.
No, it's one of us. Yeah.
So tons of rims here. And now I'm assuming, aside from all these rims, there's a spot somewhere you're going to show me that's got tons of tires, right?
That's right.
Because you guys stock a ton of stuff.
Yes. So behind that wall is shipping, and it's also where we have our tires that are on hand. But we also have back here on this back wall, we have some of our main tires,
more popular models
that we keep in stock, and it lets the customer know, hey, these are the sizes we carry, this is the price, here's different options.
Cool. So yeah, like we just got a set of these Maxxis Carnivores for my 4-seater. They were in stock here. I kind of put Blake on the spot. I showed up with a set of Bullite rims. I'm like, I need tires for these.
So we hooked them up. We got
so he looked after me, and then they've got a bunch of the other popular models here. Obviously, everyone knows the Rockzilla.
That's right.
The M2 Evils seem to be popular, and depending on where in the country you are.
Yes, you can put 2,000 miles on them and then roll them up next to a new set, and
they
you
look
can't
new.
tell the difference.
So if you're a road rider and you do a lot of road burning between trail running, it's a really good choice.
That's it.
Depending on where you live, sometimes you don't think about that, but some of these states where you're street legal, you're doing groceries, you're going to your buddy's place, you're going to work on your side-by-side if it's close. So you got to factor in road. It's like when you pick a tire that's good for off-road on your truck, and you know it's going to be mostly on the road, but you still want to be able to take it somewhere, you have to factor in that wear. Now, if you're just strictly rock crawling, then go out, get yourself a sticky. But if you're commuting to work in that thing, that sticky's going to last you a week or two.
Yes,
legitimately.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's so true.
So, anyways, we won't get into all the tires here. That's like a whole, that's a black hole in itself.
Yes, it is. Same with sound systems.
Tons of stuff here.
We have tons of options on the website, and then we have some that we're setting up here. And we're in the middle of reconstructing and moving things around. So
I can't imagine how awesome it's going to be once you guys get into your new facility, because even here, like there's just so much. Oh, you got your MSC harnesses there and all sorts of colors. Cool.
And this is just another showroom for our used units.
Nice. So you got a few motorcycles in stock. We got Harleys,
we got Suzuki over there, Yamaha, and then a couple of used CF Motos.
Cool.
Good. How are you? And then again, more.
A few older units here, and this is cool to look at, because like look at those other machines we looked at, and now look at where they've come from. This is still a solid unit.
Yes. Like today and tomorrow, we're going to see a ton of these out there that are ripping the same trails that will be in these newer units.
Which is cool too, because it also debunks that myth of, these things are going to shake apart in a year. It's just, we got to start being a little bit more logical with this. And hey, I'm going to be open with you guys and honest. If you asked me 2 or 3 years ago, I probably would have been that guy, because sometimes it takes that firsthand experience to really win you over, because you hear so much information online these days, and you really you gotta be, it's like when you Google something because you're feeling sick,
Yeah.
no matter what you do, eventually you end up having cancer.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's the same with these machines. And this is what I always like to remind people about various machines, about various products. When you have a bad experience, you go online and you tell everybody about it. You spend your weekend online complaining about how bad everything is.
Yeah.
But when you treat someone well, when you treat a customer well, when you make a good product, ain't no one online telling everybody how good it is because they're too busy out having fun.
Exactly.
And so you always have to remember that negativity online is always skewed. It always seems more intense than it is.
Right.
So take that info with a grain of salt. Make sure that where you're getting your information is reputable. You trust those sources. I know a lot of you guys trust our opinions, and we've done our best over the years to be open, transparent, and unbiased. Do we have bias? Everyone's got a little bit of bias, but we do try and just provide you with the facts. In my videos, you often see me saying, like, you know, this is the information. You make your judgment call, because everybody has a different need, different expectations, different budgets. So you need to make, I keep saying this, you need to decide what's best for you, not your neighbor, not your buddy down the road, not some guy on YouTube telling you what to do always. You need to take all that information, and then you need to come to a conclusion that best suits your needs. But, you know, reach out to other places. Come in here, check out the showroom, sit down, touch and feel these machines.
Yes, I encourage that.
Go out to an off-road park with a friend. Take a ride in a few different machines. Like, look, you guys got everything. You got a Razor 1000 sitting here. Great unit. Oh, I love the tires, XTR 370s. Super sweet setup here. It looks like it's a little modified. And you guys took that on a trade-in?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's a cool unit sitting next to a CF Moto. There's a Yamaha right down here. There's another Polaris right here. So even if you come out here, you can see, you have these units sitting side by side. There's no better way to compare these things than to come in here in the showroom and take a look at them.
That's right. That's right.
And factor in the costs and stuff like that, because, you know, the crazy thing too is you can get into a new CF Moto for less money than sometimes a 2 or 3 year old unit from another manufacturer. And I'm not going to argue about what's better or what's worse. What I'm just saying is, you know, if you're one of those guys that really is meticulous about your machines and you want to hold on to it for a longer period, and sometimes buying new is really a good choice off-road.
That's right.
I don't really like buying new trucks and stuff like that, but when it comes to off-road equipment, it's different because mileage and age aren't the defining factors in how a machine is being treated, right?
That's right. Oh, no,
so that's just something to factor in if you're the meticulous type.
Yep. Where we're about to walk into now, this is our parts and service counter. And this is where these guys are answering calls, they're answering text messages, and they're trying to help people that are coming in store. So keep that in mind, guys. When you're trying to call, there's a lot of other people that we're trying to take care of in-house, as well as getting to your phone calls as well. So it stays really busy. So
busy's a good thing.
Yeah, that's right. Right here where we're at, this is where Main Street started over 24, 25 years ago. Remember, Julian and I were out front at the beginning of the video, and that was the entryway right here, this little hallway. And they didn't even have, see where it closes off right there? That was the back. That was a garage door.
Right, because they were basically turning wrenches in the back in
that was
the
it.
showroom up front.
Right in this hallway, they had the parts counter, a little small parts counter. Tisha, which just went around, well, there's Tisha there. She's been here with Steve.
Hi, Tisha.
And, one of the longtime employees here, as well as Tim, one of our mechanics out there.
He's been 22 years, he told me yesterday,
Yes, that's right. And also, I mean, there's been a few that's come and gone, and but Tim, Tisha, Harmon's been here for 15 plus years, and so really cool history here. But
almost like a family environment.
Absolutely, yeah, family-owned business for sure. And speaking of that, we have right over here when Joel's been in a ton of my videos. You'll see him this weekend riding. But when Joel, who's also is Steve's son and owner of the shop, Joel signed his name here when he was like 4 or 5 years old.
You got to take that. That's got to be there forever.
Yeah. So they kept that there and didn't paint over it for all these years. But so we're back. You saw this room here. Back in this area is our shipping department. You know, kind of closed off to people being able to come in. We've got parts and accessories.
I mean, hey, we're on a VIP tour here.
Yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna go. We'll go through these offices here.
Oh, you guys even have your own branded cleaners now. Brake Clean, penetrating lubes.
Yeah,
we got
there's
the
more
card
up
cleaner,
front.
chain lube, all the goodies.
Yeah.
That MSC ATV shine.
Yes.
That's good stuff.
This, I love the ATV shine,
The
but
watermelon
also
foam, yeah.
this waterless foam. If you're out on the go and you're needing to clean your machine real quick, that stuff is awesome. Like, you know how dirt can get packed in your seats and stuff, and it's hard
Just
to get
takes
up?
it all out, yeah.
It'll like foam up, lift the dirt out, and then you wipe it off. No water needed.
We're gonna have to give that a shot later on.
Yeah. There's a few other accessories on the walls here, but again, we sell way more online than we do in-house. So our displays and stuff, as we're reconstructing, they're not perfect yet, but they will be.
And now thinking in the future again with the new location, that'll give you guys the opportunity to stock a lot more of that online product as well.
That's right. So we've got, my office is right there.
It's where the magic happens. Real Talk Power Sports on YouTube, guys.
Yes, and we've got another media person here. We've got Dylan.
Dylan, what's going on, man?
He's our website manager, as well as he also oversees all of our dealer network for Team MSC parts.
Cool.
Yeah.
Tell just real quick, like, I didn't realize how big our dealer network has gotten for Team MSC. Talk about Canada and
Yeah,
here.
so we opened up a dealer program a little over a year ago, and we had 5 or 10 good dealers, and we had a few twinkle in here or there. But over the last like 6 months, our dealer program's exploded. We have dealers in Canada, we have a couple in Mexico.
Cool.
We've got all over the United States. We have upwards of 100 dealers, and it grows. I approve 2 or 3 dealer apps every single day. So
That's awesome.
It's awesome.
It's growing like crazy. We
Yeah.
have dealers all over. So if you can't make it to us,
Yeah.
odds are your local dealer's probably selling our product in their
Yeah.
shop.
Yeah.
The way it's going.
We're
right
seeing
now.
a lot more of your dealers pop up in Canada now too, as the
Yeah.
CF Moto brand's growing. Everyone's
right.
asking for those MSC parts, and it's
Yeah.
cool to have a dealer in town rather
Yes.
than having to. Not that it's not good dealing with you guys.
Right.
It's just about the fact that if you're Canadian, you'll know our country's good at one thing, and that's taxing its citizens. Any chance they get, taxing on tax, right? So when they ship you something, it's out of their hands.
Yeah.
And then the border stops it, and then they decide they want to charge you some outrageous duty fee on it, and then it gets held up there, and then you're waiting on it, and that's out of your control. Once
Yeah.
it leaves your shipping department,
That's right.
it's in no man's land, right?
So that's one thing we battle with Canada is we try to make it get to the customer as cheap as possible. And
The dealer network helps with that, right?
And it does help with that, and because those dealers, they pay a flat rate on everything they're getting for that one shipment. So the more clutch kits they order, the more that tax they're paying kind of vanishes away to the product, and then customers get to pay retail. But customer direct from here to Canada is one of the struggles.
And it's not just you guys. It's,
Yeah.
it's any business shipping from the United States to Canada.
Yeah.
And everyone at home in Canada knows that now.
Yeah.
It's not like you guys are making extra money shipping to Canada.
No.
It's nobody likes spending money on the logistical part of it,
Right.
because
Yeah.
you go spend $500 on something and then end up spending $150 extra on the logistics.
Shipping, yeah.
It's like, oh,
Yeah,
it's
it stinks.
painful, right? So anyways, you're also adding a ton of new product to the website all the time. You're the guy behind updating all the SKUs. How many SKUs you guys
That's
got
what I was
now?
going to ask.
So
And how did that grow? Because
Right.
Blake's kind of mentioned to me, you guys started with a few hundred, then 1,000, and what are you guys at now?
So I think there's roughly 10,000 SKUs on the website.
And you've
it's
been involved
massive.
with pretty much all that.
That's what he does all day.
We're a dealer for multiple different brands. Then of course we have our distributors,
Yep.
and then a huge portion of that is becoming our own product. You guys are seeing more and more products come from
Yep.
us.
Like those cleaning
Uh,
products, the light bars, the recovery ropes, the harnesses, the sound bars, all that stuff with the
But
MSC branding.
Now, every part, every fitment has its own SKU, so you may get to the page and be like, well, this don't look like 10,000 SKUs, but you've got to realize every year model fitment,
There's a new SKU.
every different color, that's a new SKU on every single thing, and it's huge. It's a huge balloon of part numbers we keep
Yeah.
up with.
That's awesome, man. Well,
Yeah.
it's a team environment,
That's
right?
right.
You
That's
guys
right.
need this. You were talking about, the 20 plus staff members. I mean, everybody's got a role. And I mean, I bet a bunch of you guys are wearing multiple hats, right?
Oh yeah.
So it's not like this is the only thing you do, because I've seen you out on the trails with Blake too.
That's right.
Well, thanks, man. Nice seeing you again.
Good to see you.
All right, so I'll take you kind of behind the scenes here. This is just one of our parts areas.
Oh, look at this is the VIP area, exclusive access.
That's right. So in this room we have a bunch of parts bins.
Ooh, sorry to cut you off. I know what these are.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. And this is just overflow. So we have a lot more back up in these rooms from where you see these tires stacked out at. Back towards the parts counter, there's parts and stuff and all kinds of shelves and all
man,
that. So,
everything you got. Everything you could dream of in here. Oh, look at all the tires back there too.
Yeah, we've got a ton of tires here on stock. We got wheel spacers, wheel adapters, and stuff.
We just
like
installed a set of these yesterday on my 4-seater. We installed a set of these lug nuts on there. We installed a set of these tires. I'm helping you make space for more stuff here, Blake.
That's right. So there's just row after row of OEM parts. So we keep a ton of OEM parts on hand, so that way we can help fix up customers same day. When they come in for any particular thing that they need. Just row after row of that, and just ton of tire options. And we can spend forever back here, but we'll try to scurry on. But again, more parts and stuff all in these rooms. That's the back of the parts.
Oil filters, wheel bearings, everything in there.
We got brakes in there. We've got more of our clutch kits and springs, chains, just all kinds of stuff.
Now, you guys, you're shipping out. When you make an order, like if I made an order right now, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. That's leaving pretty much
That's leaving today,
right?
Yeah, if it's before lunch, it's leaving out today. It's going to get on it. We have 2 FedEx trucks that run a day to pick up, and a UPS truck. And then also where we can, we ship out USPS, so the postal service.
Cool.
So there's 3 methods leaving here, and then on certain things we may use DHL. So just
depending on what it is, the size, the weight, all that. Yeah.
That's right. So.
Oh, nice. I like TP Blackwaters.
Oh yeah. Hey,
great tires.
Real quick, just a little bonus. If you're into tires, this is a new tire. This is a new Carnivore.
Yeah, this is my first time seeing these. You told me about these.
Carnivore RT.
RT, Rock and Trail?
That's what I think. That's what it looked.
Ripping Trails?
I saw it, Ripping Trails.
That's mean.
When I saw it, I thought of the STI Rocktain.
It looks similar to the Rocktain with a slightly longer kind of tread block there, yeah.
But then at the same time, if you look, it really looks like a smaller knobby on a Carnivore.
And they've cut it.
Yes. Yeah. But it's deeper, so you got more tread.
They're pretty soft.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hell, I might have to do some. You know me and tires and wheels. I just can't help myself sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And there's nothing at all that impacts the performance of a machine more than a tire.
Oh yeah, absolutely, no doubt, no doubt.
Oh, and I guess here we are.
This is shipping department.
These are the clutch pullers.
Clutch tools. Yeah.
Cool.
This is to compress and decompress your secondary on a trail block secondary, and these fit all kinds, not just CF Moto.
Yeah, all sorts of machines. Ones. Yeah.
We've got more stuff over back in there. Laser lights, LEDs.
Boxes over boxes and boxes. Oh, sprockets.
Oh yeah, this is our Team MSC sprockets. We've been selling the fire out of these. It's crazy.
Yeah,
this is for the C-Force 110. This is just our rear sprocket.
So is this for the little ATV that Evelina's got?
That's right.
Cool.
Yeah, we got to send you home with one of these.
Okay.
So this is the rear sprocket, and then we have a few other options on the front sprocket.
And I believe, see, on top of that, these are manufactured here in the USA, are they not?
They're made right here.
You guys are sourcing a lot of this product in town or locally or semi-locally, right?
Yes, we have a machinist that makes these right here in Tishomingo County.
That's also really cool to see.
Really cool, yeah.
So you say you got those 20 plus employees. You got to remember there's a lot of supporting industry that's also being helped by this, whether it's that machine shop or the company that's selling you boxes or whatever, right?
Yeah. Also, like Trail Armor is a company that we're so proud to be a part of, and they're right here. They're just down the road in Corinth, Mississippi, and they make the best skid plates.
Best skid plates.
The best, any kind of protection under A-arm guards, all that. And we love our partnership with them. They're great people, great company. Also, right here in Mississippi is Moorhead Off-Road Engineering.
A lot of good suspension components.
Yes, lift kits, custom stuff, anything CF Moto that comes right here through Main Street Cycle or Team MSC. So we're thankful for Jake and his company. Man, there's more. I'm just not blanking out right now, but there's a lot of places right here in Mississippi that we do business with, and it's exciting.
That's awesome.
This is just our shipping area. Both of our girls are probably out pulling parts right now. We have a few different warehouses out in the back.
Yep.
With accessories.
Right, what we saw in there is just like a fraction of what's going on here.
Yeah.
We're not going to take you through all the warehousing. There's no sense of doing that. But you can see across the driveway here, there's another full building just full of parts. That looks like windshields and stuff like that. Tires,
bumpers, all
the bigger
stuff. Yeah, one of our shipping ladies is back there pulling apart right now.
And you guys are constantly working on renovating and improving.
Yeah, again, taking all those individual buildings we walked through and we're just tying it in so the exterior looks like one solid building. So that took a lot of work, and we're about to be putting the metal on this and finishing it out, but it's been a big project. But again, everything back behind all these buildings is also Main Street Cycle. We've got our shop.
Multiple shops, really,
yeah. We've got Pro Builds in there doing some work.
What's going on, man?
Check it out.
Oh,
yeah. Finally done.
Hey, those are the Team MSC whip lights.
Yes, sir.
Yes, they are.
So, pretty sweet,
Dude,
man.
I'm so happy. Finally got them.
Blake's just giving me a little bit of a walk around. He's showing me all this shop. I thought it'd be a 10-minute video, and then this is turned into a 45-minute video.
With Blake? I don't think so, man.
Yeah. Motor mouth over here.
That's why it's called Real Talk. But anyways, we got a few. We're actually at this moment. We're looking for a mechanic to fill this bay. We had a dear, awesome man that recently passed away from cancer. Yeah, and he was one of our mechanics that took up this bay here and did an awesome job for us. And we're gonna miss him big time. But there's an old 8-wheeler there. We're gonna be finding out if it'll float.
Oh,
yeah.
Double wheels.
Yep,
Ooh,
yep.
yeah, this will be fun. And you guys know I'll film anything, float or not. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Heck, it might be better if it doesn't float.
That's right, but it's definitely gonna float.
Okay, so we're going through this into there's another shop bay here.
Yeah.
Look over there. Bunch of hoists, motorcycle hoists, and then another bay.
This is another bay here where a lot of machines get assembled.
Wow, this thing's huge, man.
Yeah, that's our, speaking of Moorhead, that's our Moorhead off-road 6-inch lift for the U-Force 1000.
Damn, this thing looks big. Wow, those are nice arms too.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick peek here in the front. Look at this thing.
And
I like that powder
35s. And right now we also have Super ATV portals made specifically for the U-Force.
And you guys were the first people to have those, right?
Yeah, we're ready to ship those out, and we had people that pre-ordered. Those are coming to you.
Nice.
Yeah, I know you're seeing this video later, but
yeah, I'm not as quick as Blake releasing these videos.
Oh man.
But
hey, there's my Ibex.
Oh, here's Blake's bike. Yeah. Oh, you got the cargo containers on the back. I love that thing.
Yeah.
Ready for adventure, are we?
Yeah.
This is the Ibex 800.
Yeah.
Adventure bike.
Yeah, I got it parked in here until my shop is finished at the house. So
cool. Where are we heading to next? We're almost done. Let's head to the main shop and polish this thing off.
Yeah. So we'll skim back through here and get back to the front. I know there's a lot of people that's done ventured in here, so
yeah.
But we have one of our dyno rooms in there. We also have Mr. Tim here, who's been here for 22 years. 20 years.
20 years.
Been a mechanic here. Taught Joel everything he knows, right? Yep.
Hey, it's on video, so it must be true.
But yeah, we have one of our dyno rooms is in here. But
right,
we also have 2 more dynos at our Red Bay location. And I travel between both of them, and we bring units back and forth there. Dave Crane, he is Steve's brother. They're joint business owners, and Dave does all of our tuning. So it all happens either here or at our other location.
Now
which
we
is
need
pretty
to
cool.
find Steve to polish this video off too.
Oh,
right? We
yeah,
got to get
yeah,
him saying hello
yeah.
because
We'll have to do
Steve's
that.
the man behind the brand,
Yes,
right?
yes, that's right.
So this is if you watched the previous video I likely uploaded before this one, you would have seen me wrenching on the 4-seater here, getting the wheels, and Blake was doing the clutch kit. And so this is another one of their bays. They got a nice dyno in there. Oh man, the parking lot is plugged full. Holy cow, I'm not gonna be able to get to my trailer. I knew I should have hooked up earlier. Okay, so here you're seeing all the bays from the outside. So we got the all the shop bays here. Do a burnout! Huh? Do a burnout!
I'm trying to break this weekend.
But yeah, there's a lot going on now. We've got a lot of people coming in. We're grilling burgers over at the Civic Center.
Let's quickly look at this thing before I let you go.
Yeah.
And let's find Steve, let him say hello, and then we'll polish off this video. I was thinking this would be a 10-minute video, guys. It's turned into a 45-minute video. If it's your thing, it's your thing. I just wanted to show you there's a lot more behind a lot of these brands than just a name and a business. Yeah. There's enthusiasts, there's families, there's friends, and there's just a lot of passion. And that's why I always think it's so important to support the brands that support the grassroots industry, that are built with passionate individuals that have built something like this from the ground up. Steve started, like you guys saw at the beginning there, from one little shop with a tiny little bay, and he's grown this enterprise by treating people with respect.
Yes.
That means employees and customers.
That's right. Yeah.
And myself as well. I have to say, the amount of respect he's shown me and the belief he has in our projects is just awesome.
Yes.
And that's just the cold hard truth.
Yep.
So what is this is the biggest, like one of the biggest CF Moto ATVs out there.
Yeah, this was a fun build.
It's a showpiece. Yeah,
it's a showpiece. We teamed up with Moorhead Off-Road. He's really the one that's behind the bulk of this machine. You know, we hooked up with the C-Force 1000. Moorhead did all the lifting and stuff, and these are Moorhead arms, just a one-off build that he did with big super ATV portals. Those are 8-inch portals.
Yeah, these look like Keller ball joints in there, or a similar type ball joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and these are 50-inch EFX tires.
50s on 24s, right?
Yeah, I believe that's right.
This could be in a rap video.
Yeah, and and there's two more out there that are real similar, Iceman and Magneto.
Yeah, I've seen those online.
It was just a cool trio that they did with Wolverine and Iceman and Magneto.
It's cool to just show you guys that, you know, the CF Moto brand is growing in every way.
Yeah. Yeah, now you can, there's no reason you can't get one of these and do a big build if you're into that. You can do, there's just so many different directions you can take these machines.
So it sounds like there's a lot of fun going on behind us.
Yeah.
Why don't we quickly walk by here? Let's see, that's my unit there.
Yep.
Sitting right next to Mr. Blake's unit.
I guarantee you.
Looking good here. Well, this thing's looking good too.
Yeah, this is a U-Force on the Moorhead A-arms, forward offset
A-arms. Is this a 6-inch lift?
With a 6-inch super ATV portal.
Cool. It's sitting next to a stock unit, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can see, wow, I love how you guys even rhino lined the windshield.
These are our new CF.
Do they come like this?
Yeah, these are our Team MSC front glass windshials that actually will flip down.
Nice.
And you can ride with it laid down. Pretty sweet. Those are on our website as well. So.
And then we haven't really talked much about the Segway, but this is Mr. Steve's Segway, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, Mr. Steve
Crane, owner of MSC.
Yes, he's the owner, and he runs a Segway and a CF Moto U-Force.
And you guys have seen him out in our videos. On one of the first Segway videos we posted from Tennessee, Steve was ripping this thing on the 35s.
These are 37s. I haven't even told people about it.
These are 37s.
He just went to a 37 on the Segway.
That is so, and they clear.
And, oh yeah.
It's because they have no fender, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But have you guys clutched this? Are you working on clutching on these?
Yes, this has the Rock and Trail, Rock and Mud clutch kit at teammscparts.com.
Nice. So if you need more info on that, check out Blake's channel. Blake's got tons of info on all the technical aspects of the parts and stuff like that. And anyways, guys, Blake, thanks for giving us the tour, man.
Absolutely.
I know a lot of people will appreciate kind of the behind the scenes, especially the guys that follow your channel as well.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's all about community. It's all about having a good time, enjoying ourselves. And I mean, we've said this a million times, we're very lucky to be doing what we're doing, but
absolutely.
we wouldn't be able to do it with all these other brands helping us achieve our dreams, right? So it's a very mutual, symbiotic type relationship that we have. It's give and take. So I just want you guys to understand that too. Sometimes we get these comments about like, oh, you're just pushing parts or something like that. It is nothing like that.
No.
If you've met either of us, if you've seen us on the trails, if you've been watching for a longer time, you know that is not what we're about. And that's not what this brand in general here at MSC is about. I wouldn't be working with them if they were. Last person we got to find now to finish this video off is Steve. Steve Crane's the owner of MSC.
That's right.
And he's got to be around.
There he is with one of his grandboys.
There he is.
How y'all doing?
Hey, so Blake, get in there, man.
Come on in here, Blake.
Like we mentioned in the clips earlier on, this is Steve Crane. So why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about how things started, where you guys are, where you guys want to go, and why don't you introduce your grandson too?
This is my grandson, Hollis. He's 3 years old. If you ask him Hollis, where you work at, buddy? He works at, where you work at?
He's shy. I think he said Main Street Cycle.
He'll say MSC with Papa. My name is Stephen Crane. I own Main Street Cycle. We've been in business now roughly 22 years. I'd have to add it up. 22, 23. Just love what we do. Very passionate about the power sports industry. We absolutely love CF Moto. That's our true passion when it comes to it. As y'all already know, we're the largest CF Moto dealer in the United States, and we intend to stay that way because we have the passion to do it. And we have just started a new company, Blake, 2 years ago, which is Team MSC. And yes, MSC stands for Main Street Cycle, but MainStreetCycle.com or Main Street Cycle sells units. Team MSC is a parts company. But Team MSC is not just for CF Moto, it's for the Polaris, Honda, Yamaha, Kawasaki, all brands. And just to be honest, we want to be the next super ATV. So we hope that one day you're either comparing yourself to, hey, let's see what super ATV's got. Let's see what High Lifter's got. Let's see what Team MSC's got. That's our vision, that's our goal.
So that's awesome because, you know, we talked about all that stuff throughout the video with Blake. He kind of went through it step by step. He told us about, you know, how it started with that one little building and how you guys grew bit by bit. And, you know, setting your goal for something like that super ATV, I think with the way you guys are going, that's something realistic, right? And you did it by treating people well. I said that to Blake earlier, both employees and customers. And it's just awesome to see you guys grow, and I love being a part of this brand with you guys too.
Oh, we love you.
I love working with Blake. I think it's been awesome riding with you and working with you too, Steve. So I'm really excited to see what the future has in store for all of us. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this gave you a little bit more of a perspective on what's going on behind the scenes of a brand like this, and that there is a lot more to this than just running a business. There's a family, there's a passion. And yes, there is business as well, but when you package all that together, you get that success you got here, right?
That's right.
Hi, family.
Yeah, don't forget, family #1, guys.
Yes. Hi,
We
family.
got all the girls, we got Adrian, we got the next generation of riders here, don't we, Steve?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah, look at this guy. I got my camera guy. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of you guys have families too, so you understand this part of it. We do this all for them. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hoping to see you guys out on the trails in the future. I'm hoping we get to spend a lot more time together, having fun. And yeah, guys, check out the other content both on my channel and on Blake's. Check out teammscparts.com. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channels, and follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, right?
That's right.
Cool. So like always, guys, ride safe. We'll see you in the next video.